All right.
What are you doing, man?
We back at it again, man.
Okay, so this is light, yep. Matt, mute, yep.
What is that?
It's the tap.
How is that picking that up?
The mics are good, man. The mics are good.
Okay. With that being said, what a weird intro, but we here, man. Welcome to another episode of Round Table Talk. I'm your host, D. Goddammit. I'm alongside my mans and them.
Yes, sir.
Kyle in the stew. We got Matt behind the keys.
Let's go.
And you hit the gunshot already, okay? That's good. Keston's here.
Yeah.
And we are joined by a very, very special guest today. I mean, this was one of those ones where I've been like the worst host ever, just because like for our requests and stuff, our DMs, I don't go through them.
doesn't go through them.
I don't really go through them, right? And I was kind of like, was I late in our messages towards?
You responded.
That's what matters.
Sorry.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, listen, shit. But anyways, Matt, get the gunshots and clapping. We got Dane in the stew. Now, I mean, let's go.
Oh, man, let's go.
Let's go.
Back with another one.
I'm happy Dane's here just because I had real talks with Dane in January.
Yeah, I
and
remember
since them times, and Josh was a mess. Josh was a mess.
Yeah, man.
I think that was his birthday.
That's the
though.
birthday,
It was his birthday.
though.
That was a birthday
Yeah.
party. Yeah,
Okay.
he was
That's
he was
okay.
done.
You gotta allow him. You gotta allow him. But ever since then, we had that real talks, and it's been stuck with my head about just the things that you said just to pursue and just to go after. And then I did respond. And I was just like, okay, this has to happen. So
Yeah.
it was like within the quickness of like maybe a week or 2 weeks. Or just let's say like, yo, let's,
Honestly, talk like I was so busy myself, so I understand that your schedule's probably so tied up.
Yep.
And
Hey,
you know,
but speak about
but
it. Like
like at the end of the day, you responded. And I'm a believer. You responded when the time that it was supposed to be had. You know, so it's just
Dog,
we're here today, right?
I just said ever since that time, I said we had to get soon enough. We had to get Dane on the pod.
100%.
Soon enough it took about 9 months, but
Hey. Time.
it's
Time.
We're here.
We're West Indian guy. You know, that's on time for West
When we
Indian.
say a couple of hours, really mean next day.
We'll keep you shaking it. We'll keep you shaking it. But yeah, we got Dane on the pod. And shit. So you're talking about just you being busy. Can you introduce just like what has you so busy right now?
Yeah. Right now, largely work. So I don't know if you guys know. Like I'm on a rap company at True North Auto Salon. So
I've
buy
DM'd
rap
you
cars.
before, too. Have you really? I hit you up before.
Did I respond?
Yes, you did reply.
Okay, good. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
9 months or after?
Yeah, this is true.
No, you
yeah.
responded in like 2 days. I was like, oh,
shit.
perfect.
Yeah,
I was fine with that.
I try to stay on top
No,
of it.
I know,
yeah.
I know. You're, again, busy.
Yeah,
That's
and this is
okay.
busy time right now. Like, you know, for everybody that's in at least Ontario for that matter, the weather is going to start changing,
Yep.
get into fall.
Yep.
I'm fortunate where I've generally been busy all through the year, which is good. It's harder to do it over winter.
It is.
You know, it is a luxury business in a sense, or craft. You know, not everybody needs to get their car wrapped.
No.
Although I've had situations. I actually had a girl once that she was in a domestic abusive relationship. And she needed to, like, the guy was crazy or something like that. So
She had to change the color
She
of
had to
her
change
car.
the color of her car. So the guy didn't find. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that makes, yeah.
That's an emergency.
Yeah.
Shit. Man, I need to get it done by like in 2 days.
You
2
need-
days,
no,
I need
no,
it back.
No joke, she did.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fast.
You need to advertise that as a service.
Very
That's a
good
case study right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm happy you did it.
Yeah.
Because with the swiftness, I hope that her
That's
situation
safety.
is,
That's
better.
safety right there.
Yeah, I
But
hope
it's-
so as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's but generally speaking, it's more of like, hey, you know what, I'm bored of, color of my vehicle, or yeah, there you go.
That's
We'll
me.
end up wrapping yours soon at some point, right?
You're probably gonna wrap my
Yeah.
Infiniti too.
There you go.
Tired of black now. Wow.
Hey.
Yeah, or even white cars, right? Like white, you see white everywhere. White
Yeah.
has replaced black.
Yeah.
And it's you just people want. It's like, why do you wear the same? Why do you wear different clothes, right?
Exactly.
Different designs, different brands, all that stuff like that. It's just you want to be unique to you and your style, and it's the same thing with the vehicle. It's the second largest purchase you're gonna make.
So
So
yeah, I know.
you know.
I've
Oh, yeah.
10 of them. 10 of them.
Listenership, I'm gonna be ISOing Cods and Dane to do lots
Car
of the
bands!
car
Car bands on the pod, baby. Finally!
Yep.
110 episodes. And we have got one car band on this damn bit. Yo!
Welcome to 110.
Yeah, baby. My first question off rip, what got you into rapping?
Yeah, so I've always been into cars, and I used to be a mechanic.
Okay.
Like years ago, I used to be a mechanic.
Wow.
That was like Fast and Furious. It's like,
Yeah, see?
and everybody wants to
go.
rent.
There we go.
So I actually went to school for it. I did all that stuff. I was a mechanic for a few
Jeez.
years, and then I just got tired of. I don't want it to sound disrespectful to the shop because it's not the shop. It was just what I was doing, right?
Yeah, you tried wrenching.
Yeah, I wanted more, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like the reality of the situation is not everybody's putting NOS in a car.
No.
It's like, okay, no, let me do your oil change. Let me, middle of winter, that garage door opens up. It's flipping
Freezing
cold,
cold.
and
Oh my
you got
gosh.
salt dripping on your face and
Yeah, it's a-
everything.
it's a
just for an
messy
oil
job.
change. It's
It's a
not worth
messy
it.
job.
So
Yeah.
I left that industry, and I just did a few jobs in between, like different stuff. And a buddy of mine who owns a sound shop, I was asking him like, hey, you guys hiring kind of thing. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. That's
course.
just straight up what it was.
But has to do with
but it
cars.
has to do
though.
with cars.
Has to do with cars.
And so then what happened was he's like, hey, I got this guy that he raps cars, and I didn't know what a rap was. And I was a rap, and he put me in contact with the guy. I ended up working with the guy, but that guy was an asshole, man. And can you cuss on this thing?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I know what the rules and regulations are. I'll
you're
try to
good.
keep it
You're good,
myself.
don't worry. You're
But,
good. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Before you go on, what year was this when rapping came out? Because I feel like
True.
it came out and all of a sudden just blew up. No one cared what color car they bought. They really didn't care now. It always had the features and everything else. You can always change it. So what year is this?
So rap has been around for a long time, a
Yeah.
very, very long time. However, they changed things up.
It's better.
Yeah, they made like the formula to make it easier to understand. Like just the formula has been better, more. It's easier for an installer to install it. Like
Yeah.
old school ways, when you rap, you don't just they don't have air release in the rap.
Exactly.
So,
It's all the air bubbles
yeah,
get
you have
inside,
to
yep.
factor that in. Now it's just like you can kind of press them down and everything, and
flows out.
And so the technology itself has changed significantly,
Yeah.
and the manufacturers, like I work really close with 3M.
I know,
and they they have all kinds of different rap stuff, and even when you go to the mall, like if you pay attention to other things, like I do it all the time because it's in my
in
my
your brain,
wheelhouse.
yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's like you go to the mall, you see like advertising on windows for businesses. Like every single
that's
shop
rap.
you
Yeah.
go to, that's
That's
all
like
rap.
speaking
The
rap.
floors, when you look at, that's rap.
Exactly.
Look at these tractor trailers and in businesses that you see
That
advertised
is
on the
a
road.
massive
Yeah.
business. It's a massive business
And
for that.
the thing is though, it's different worlds though. It's
Yeah.
like here's rap. It's kind of like here's music, but here's hip hop. Here's
Yeah, exactly. Trap music,
soca.
here's- yeah, exactly.
There's a variety of different
goes
stuff, but it's
around.
all music, right? So
I
yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, and they apply, the films apply differently and stuff too. It's just a whole different ball game. But that's the thing where you want, like if you're going to change the color of your car as an example, you want the person that specializes in that.
Yes.
Because I've seen
100%.
so many times where
I
people
have too.
like, hey, like I just I want to get a color change wrap, and this guy did it for cheap,
It's
and they
worrying.
hack up your car,
It's
and
worrying.
it's so bad, and then you're in a hole, and
You unpeel your car
Yeah.
and it peels out the paint.
There's-
Yo, I've
yeah,
seen that happen.
yeah.
It's really bad.
yeah.
Would you not make more venturing off into those other lanes by like trying to, because you know one part, well,
Yeah.
like one part of it, it's just adapting into whatever lane that is. Have you thought about?
I have been.
okay.
Yeah, I have been a little bit. I just came back from Thunder Bay this like few months ago.
That's why he's been busy.
And yeah, I was up there.
So he couldn't get in contact.
Yeah. I was rapping a grocery store actually. So
Hey, yo, man,
Yeah.
grab shots, let's go, let's go.
yeah.
We're working. Let's go.
You rapping a grocery
Yeah.
So like the
whole store.
So yeah,
Let's
the whole-
get
yeah.
it.
I got to be
Yeah.
specific. So
store. Yeah, I was
the-
about to say,
the cat-
Sobeys gonna get
the-
wrapped? Like, what?
It was actually funny because I don't want to.
No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to do that.
Okay,
You don't have to do that. No, we don't look out. Don't worry.
Yeah, the cash registers, right? The kiosks that hold the registers there, they need to get upgraded. So when they do the renovation in the grocery store, everything's getting redone, right? So usually they'll paint them or replace them. Replacing them, apparently, it's like each one of those is like 20 G's per per register like kiosk.
There's like 8 of them.
Yeah, so you're
12
talking
actually.
a ton of money. So a lot of these businesses look at like at the end of the day, it's cost, it's money,
Exactly.
right? So, and then it's like how what's the turnaround? How fast can you?
A day.
Right, like they're like, well, they look at it like that, like, okay, well, how fast can you turn it around? Is it going to inconvenience our customers? Like at the end of the day, it's business for them,
It's
right?
quick. It needs to be back up and running ASAP.
Right. So with the rap, it was like I was up there, and I was only able to rap from in the night. So that's usually the way that the commercial
Yeah.
raps to a degree. Like even in the stores and the malls, you got to rap at night so it doesn't inconvenience the customer shopping and things like that.
Makes
Right.
sense, yeah.
So I was there from 9 a.m. and then we're out of there by 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then you're sleeping, for how many hours during the day,
Come back, get back up.
and then get back up and rinse and repeat.
Dang.
Right.
It's a change up in
So-
schedule for sure.
Yeah, so to your point, like I'm venturing into different avenues,
Right.
But my wheelhouse has like definitely been like color change rap and
Right.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
No, we're for sure gonna put your information up on the screen to make sure other people can follow you. Because I know I have a lot of friends who want to get their cars wrapped and stuff too. So, and I still want to get my car wrapped probably next year sometime. So
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah,
for
man.
sure, it's a complete change.
Yeah.
Complete change.
So, Matt, what are we saying on time? Sorry.
We got like 15 minutes.
Oh,
We're
okay,
all good.
cool.
We're at 10 minutes.
Cool.
So, what I was gonna ask with you venturing off, like, were you hesitant to like take on other business ventures when it comes to like getting out of your wheelhouse? Like, was it a smooth like turnaround into something else, or?
Well, it's just you can apply the same principles to a degree of rapping. There are similar. Sorry, let me rephrase this. There are differences that you have to kind of consider. It's hard to kind of explain it, but generally, it's like, okay, let me squeegee this way. The material's going to work this way.
Manipulating the stuff that you have.
Manipulating
to make
is a
sure
great word.
You can get, you're the best.
Yeah, like a lot of people think with rap, it's like, oh, you got to stretch the vinyl, and you kind of don't want to do that. You want to work the vinyl to your benefit.
Want to work it. You want to finesse.
Yes.
Finesse it. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. That's Oh my god. You gotta finesse it.
All right, guys, talk about. Go ahead. Yo, so the next Fast movie.
Yo, so JDM or Euro? Yo, come on, man.
Carry with you guys in your Hot Wheels, y'all.
My next question for you, because honestly, I've been seeing this happen so much where people are leaning more to the new side of doing things when it comes to like whether new purchase for their vehicles.
Yeah.
I just want to know your input on electric cars, the Teslas, whatever other electric cars are coming out. Are you
Yeah.
on the side of, hey, let's try to get rid of our gas cars, let's move over to the new stuff, or you're staying to your true self with our gas vehicles?
That's a tough question. It's a tough question because I have like me personally, I'm a guy that's like just I'm like gas cars. Like give me gas, give me I like that. Like
Yes!
I'll
Get your Teslas off the road. Move on my way, please.
I know a few of my
Your
friends are gonna
self-driving
disagree with
nonsense.
that, but
Niggas hate it.
Move. Huh? So how
Yeah.
do you feel about like a lot of the companies getting rid of like their V8s, like their V12s for Lamborghinis and so forth? And,
yeah.
like,
Well,
end
you
up
got
changing it up.
it's so complex because it's just okay. The idea is and I don't know the whole ropes of it. So next, I get one of those. Who's that girl that the environmentalist girl that got chirped by Tate, and her and Tate went at it. I don't want to.
I forgot her name.
Was she
don't know
like?
her We'll find it.
Anyway, yeah.
Forgot her name.
Yeah, I want to say like Giselle or something like that. Someone along those lines.
Yeah, she
anyway,
has one of
maybe
those-
wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
wrong. He's a
yeah,
European
doesn't
person, but
Yeah.
I don't want anybody like that after me. So
There we go.
But the thing is that it's like at the end of the day, they want this whole environmental thing. The flip side is to make to dig for the minerals and everything like that. The same thing with our phones, right? It's not that environmentally friendly. It's not that in terms of even, I wouldn't say slavery, but like the working conditions that people,
Yeah.
in the countries in Africa that they're mining,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
not the greatest. And to mine for something like, the minerals in an iPhone is so minuscule compared to minerals that go into a big car battery. So
Exactly.
I'm like, really, is it that environmentally friendly? I don't know. I really don't have those numbers, but
course.
you gotta look at both sides. I always wondered too, like, the oil companies, like the oil tycoons and stuff like that, how do they feel?
Exactly.
You
What
know?
are they trying to do to like combat this thing that's
Exactly.
going on? Because personally, for me, I'm not going to the electric side. I'm not going to the electric side.
Have you driven an electric car?
Yes, I have.
What'd you drive?
Tesla Model 3.
How'd you feel?
Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but I had a bad experience with it. We almost ran out of battery power, So there we
Right.
go. And
Shaky.
some of the chargers were not working. So it's like, yo, we're not there yet. That's what I'm gonna say. We're not there yet, and I'm not there yet personally. I could change me in a couple years, but as of right now,
Yeah.
I'm keeping my Evo. I'm keeping my 3.7 liter Infinity on the street, guzzling gas. I'm in a business.
Right.
Because these Teslas and this charging stuff is not there yet.
They're different, like, because you can't. I just find.
I feel like I'm being tracked. I feel like they have the opportunity just to press a button, boop.
That's what Andrew said last episode.
Yeah.
I was looking into it more. Bam, they,
Last episode.
boop.
Yeah.
They know where you are. It's GPS tracked on everything. How you never hear Teslas getting stolen? You never hear about Tesla getting stolen. How come? That bitch, you could
I'm
GPS.
not rolling-
You
I'm
go
not
on your
rolling all
phone.
that.
Yeah.
Stop,
Oh,
stop.
there's my car. There it is. Oh,
No, this is-
oh wait. You know what you can also do with the Tesla? You go on your phone. You can drive the car closer to you. So if it's down there, down the street,
That's
you can bring it up
crazy.
to you.
You guys think we should be able to do
Fam,
all this
that's
bullshit?
fucked. People can't even drive cars. You want to drive from their phones? No, sir. We're going too far with this. We need to come back.
You guys want to know a stat real quick?
Oh, guess Matt.
Yo, so batteries in general, they lose like 10 to 30% of their power in the cold. So like if you're
This
trying
stupid thing.
if you're trying to buy a Tesla in Canada, you're like shooting yourself in the foot for the wintertime.
Big
That
time.
is you're gonna have to charge that thing more. That thing's gonna be unreliable. It gets in a winter storm, let's say you're at like, I don't know,
20.
15, 20%, yo, that thing's gonna die quicker. And you're stuck in traffic, yo, you're dead.
I got
You're
a
dead in the
boy
water.
that he
still
has
think it's the
he has a
future.
Tesla.
Ooh, your boy?
One of my boys has a Tesla. He has he's a car guy, so he can.
What kind of car guy? I'm sorry,
it's because
I'm sorry.
he's got a Corvette.
Okay, I'm happy now.
Okay.
Big
He
guzzler.
has it's because of him I have I have a 9300 ZX.
I see,
Nissan.
yeah.
It's because of him I have that. So he has one too.
Okay.
So it's like his lineup is like he has that spectrum. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I know he would be the right person because he would say, in his words, he'll probably be like, they're different. You can't compare them because they're different. It's like, I don't believe, and I could be so wrong here, like, because I don't drive a Tesla on a daily. I've driven them, but I don't drive it on a daily. But to your point, it's kind of like, I don't think it's a driver's car. It's not like you're sitting there and you want to just really like you in the road. I think there's so much electronics and things like that that compensate for that, you know, that holy shit, you know?
Like, what the fuck?
What was the sound?
They
The
have to
sound.
add a
You know the
noise.
problem,
They
though?
have to add an exhaust
Do you know the
noise or
problem?
something like that to it. I'm like, come
Do you
on.
know the issue? You know the biggest issue I have? Fam, you're crossing the street and you even know a car's coming. You can't hear the fucking thing. That you're gonna get hit by a car. What if the Tesla man's not paying attention? What if the autopilot doesn't work?
We've seen videos of a man driving a Tesla, or not really driving a Tesla because he was asleep on the 401.
I've seen a video of a man dogging in the driver's seat and the Tesla's driving on the highway.
Is he from here? Or?
Not here. Stay side. But that's craziness, bro. You should not be allowed to do these things.
Sorry.
This is bacchanal. You don't drive the car. What kind of foolery is this, man? But my thing is, okay.
Sorry, guys. Let me play the drop here. I didn't even play the drop. This is a great episode.
My
New
thing,
Dane coming on the pod would be great. Let's go. Let's get it.
I'm gonna give you a scenario now.
Yeah.
It's getting to that point where they're starting to phase things out. Okay. You have your Acura, you have your Zed, and Teslas are out. Everything's coming through. Okay. They're gonna try their hardest to get us in those things.
Yeah.
Because they think that's the greatest idea.
No,
that's the
that's
best
a rollout.
idea.
That's a rollout right now.
What would you do if they start raising the price of gas, or they put a tax, or they put a special license plate for cars that are not electric? What would you guys be doing in that circumstance then? Would you guys stick with what your beliefs is, which because I'm a car guy and I'm not taking my Evo engine out and putting an electric battery in it to make it go woo?
Hey, don't be racist. That's the last name. That's the H person's last name. Don't be racist.
But my thing is like,
Okay.
would you guys switch over, or would you guys actually stay true to the flex?
No, for me personally, I'm already in. Like I've already said on this pod, I think all that is the future, so it's inevitably gonna happen. So I'm rolling. Like they got me already.
I think it might work out maybe kind of like if you had like a 67 Charger now, right? Where the technology has changed. Yeah, there's still gasoline vehicles and things like that still, but it's just the tech has changed so much.
Yeah.
I think that it's a hot commodity afterwards. Like if you have an old gasoline car, it's like, you know, if that's the right way to phrase it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's because people want that still. There's still something like about man and machine that's like tied like that, and that smell of fuel and the smell of like just that, you know, knowing that even when you're driving a car and you're ripping it and there's nothing, it's just you in the road, and there's no like computer just say like, you know, beep 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 beep, get back in, beep,
yeah, it pulls
like,
you back
you know,
in.
it's
leave me
it's not
alone.
fun,
Turn this
right?
button off.
Do you want a girl that you can tell what to do all the time and she'll do it?
Keep going.
Right?
Keep going. Yeah.
There's something about that. I'm not saying I want like, a problematic woman, but at the same time, you want somebody that is at least gonna
understand.
And you can kind of
when I'm
like
with them.
they
I'm just not feeling. You feel nice when you're with them. Not every time you get around them. Beep beep beep.
No, I
nothing
think
good
in
comes
my
easy.
ear.
Nothing good comes easy.
I think the Tesla can
right?
hear me.
Oh, 100%. if your iPhone can hear you, of course your Tesla can hear you, right?
100%.
What do you say?
If your iPhone could, do you know that there was that thing with Alexa? Alexa was they used Alexa for a murder trial or something like that. She heard the whole conversation, everything happened, and they used that apparently in court. I don't know. You got to fact check. Jamie, fact check that.
I'm gonna change Alexa to fucking 6'9" now, buddy. What do you mean? You snitching?
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna call that bitch 6'9" now.
So is your Tesla? Listen, probably
100%. Is my smart TV listening right now?
100%.
Probably.
So. Because
Technology's just getting out of hand now.
information is where the money is. Yeah. It's not so much. That's if they know how to sell everything to you, right? That's where the gold is right there. That's the gold mine. It's like they know everything about you, what you're going to do, what you like, sell.
Okay.
Have you guys ever had a conversation? Had a conversation with let's say we're having a conversation right now, right? And you went on your phone, and you went on IG or anything, Google, and you see the same thing you're talking about pop up.
Dude,
that's happened to me. I was talking about GTRs one time with my boy. I literally opened IG, Auto Trader, GTR 2017. Same year, same year I was talking about. I'm like,
Josh just bought a car. I don't know if you guys know that.
Hey! Shout out to boy Josh. Big man, take this. Huh?
Let's go, Josh. Hey.
We're gonna lower it next week.
What? Yeah. So I know. So anyway, he bought a WRX.
I don't know what that is.
Super.
I don't even know what that is.
What? Why did you do that? Why did you buy it? Why?
I will let him answer that. It's not. It was. You got to look at it from the circumstances. I don't want to get into it.
Go do that shit. Yo, do it again.
I was better be pulling up to this pod. I need to talk to him.
Kordell's gonna.
We're gonna take it back. We're gonna get an Evo. Don't worry. I'll talk to him.
Oh, that's why you next. Okay.
Don't worry. We'll take it back and get a next one.
He's on Team Red. That's why. Yeah, he's on Team Red. Yeah. So ever since because we went to the dealership and everything like that, I went with him, and ever since then, all I'm getting is Subaru ads.
Oh,
all the time. All the time. And it's only been a week ago. He just bought it like a week ago.
It's weird.
And every single day I'm getting like...
It's weird.
Subaru ads.
People say that a lot about TikTok too. Like literally, as soon as they say something,
it pops up.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro.
Yeah. You know what? You guys want to know what's even crazier? I was listening to a podcast this morning. Walgreens is trying out a new technology. So, when you go in a supermarket and they have those aisles that are like, they have like a screen and you can see through it, like the cold stuff aisles.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Walgreens trying out this new technology where it has sensors all around the freezer and it will show you ads and promotions on the freezer. Like think of it as like a TV, and it will be based off of like, it will read your face and it'll be like, all right, a 40-year-old Caucasian male looks like he doesn't shave. I'm going to show him like a shaving promotion or something like that. And they'll show them all around the stores. They increase sales like crazy. That the new wave of advertising is like stuff like that.
I think it'll work.
So they're gonna be putting sensors. They're gonna be putting sensors and shit in everything, and you're gonna be seeing ads. They're gonna be seeing ads that are playing everywhere.
Well, the thing too, even with filters that people put on their face, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, let me just these girl, those girls do those the cat things or whatever. They put like the
cat
whatever.
ears.
Yeah, right. So they put those filters on their face, just for a picture, but they give up so much. Like here's my face, and I don't even know the privacy rules to that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like
no one's reading all that shit.
Nobody
reads the fine print.
They make it that way for a reason. Yeah,
Nobody.
your firstborn child. Here you go. Like
Well, that was
Firstborn child.
I mean, that was the biggest thing about the whole age me out to be a baby or an old person.
Yeah.
Or even the AI thing where it's like it's gonna take whatever pictures. You literally so of course they give you the terms and conditions saying like, yo, once you give us the shit, it's ours. You're putting it on our thing. We're gonna modify it.
They own the
and we're gonna send them back to you. But we keep these things to do
100%.
whatever.
Yeah,
we don't do anything though, I promise.
Yeah, I'm sure they're really
So they get back 7 modified AI Photoshop, just pictures of themselves, and lots of people are posting it, rolling with it, all this shit, and it's like, dog, you could just like edit this. Well, not even just edit this. You could pay someone, but nobody's trying to pay it.
No one's trying to.
So
it's easy.
just
Remember,
easy,
it's easy,
quick.
You put it in 5 seconds. They have 20 new photos of modified faces.
Honestly, and this is like for whatever creator in the future. Once you could get all of their information and give them whatever bullshit back, do it, because some company wants to buy that information. Can we do the hip hop 50th thing?
Yeah.
Let's run it.
Okay, this is a random just topic in general, right? But I realized all of this year we did not celebrate hip hop's 50th anniversary. So man, I just wanted to do clapping for hip hop. No gunshots. No gunshots.
Please.
Watch your white hand. But anyways, so I just wanted to say happy birthday to hip hop, and surprisingly, I did not see any person on a pod or any creative do this yet. So I just wanted to invite this topic to y'all. So this is a just create your perfect rapper like model, pretty much, right? So you have lyrics, hook, melodies, and delivery / impact. You're able to select any rapper you want, but you can't repeat on each of the categories. So I don't know if cards
Lyrics
wanna
wise,
start?
I'll go with lyrics wise. I'll go with Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
Say his name right.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Go with him.
Why?
Mac can spit, bro. Mac can write.
Yes, he can.
There's sometimes like when when you go on Spotify.
And give you the lyrics.
Yeah, I love just going through. It's like, yo, the wordplay is like, yo, this is crazy. This is mad.
Lots of people.
This is actually crazy.
Lots of people don't give Kendrick love for being
100%. Yeah.
but being lyricism, like
Yeah.
they don't give him love
I know.
just because he doesn't rap like how Lil Wayne would rap when it comes to like the bars. And
Yeah.
stuff. Like they give him like the storytelling.
I love that. I love the story. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
You can tell a story like that. That's beautiful.
Me too.
That's art right there.
Me too.
So yeah,
too.
I had to go with that. What's yours for lyrics?
Lyrics. I'm gonna do a little bit out of the park.
Okay.
And I'm happy you said Kendrick. I'm gonna say J. Cole.
Oh, I was actually gonna say J. Cole. I switched it up last minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
J. Cole, y'all. J. Cole is one of the J. Cole is probably the best for me out of that top 3 that we
Keep
constantly
yeah,
keep talking
bringing
about.
up.
And he's been doing it with the features and all that, and just staying in contact with like the younger generation, even though it's still his generation. But
100%.
yeah, I had to give that out to him. Dane, I know you're not a super big hip hop head, but
I can't call myself a hip hop head. I don't want to piss off your.
it's okay.
Your followers.
Nah, it's okay.
They're like, yo,
We bring different people on the pod that
Yeah.
don't. Hey, when DV starts talking about ball and shit, I'm saying, like, what?
Yeah,
Who the hell's that? Who's that?
But we just have a larger audience to
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
to,
I just
inform about different things. So.
I mean, this is gonna be very controversial. I'm not a big. I'm like the hip hop today. I'm not a fan of. It doesn't get me excited. I grew up in like the 90s, 2000s kind of thing. And so it was more fun. I think back then. Not everything seems very cookie cutter in a sense. I don't know where to put who. You mentioned Lil Wayne.
okay, but
I don't know where to put
Weezy F,
who.
baby.
So
we'll start off with
Like
lyrics.
lyrics?
Yeah,
we'll start
lyrics
with
wise. Who touches you? When you listen to tracks, like who?
Which lyrics have you just been
It's
like,
so
yo,
hard.
Like,
what's
that was
wrong
like-
with this person?
Yeah.
Eminem.
Okay. I think you took Matt's low key,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
that's okay.
Like it's so hard. It's like a toss up for me between like Eminem, Jay-Z.
But you can use
pick
But
one.
that's the thing. I know I can only.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can
use
use
them
one.
again.
Can't use it again.
I can't use them
So
again.
think of other categories too. So
What are the categories again?
So we got lyrics.
Okay.
We got hook, like like the chorus, right? Melodies, right? And then delivery / impact. I don't know why causing gritting at me on that one.
Like
But
flow, where would that sit?
flow would be like melodies.
Yeah,
I guess.
melodies, yeah.
We
Okay.
melodies / flow. Yeah, hell yeah.
You're doing lyrics right now? Shit, this is tough, man.
I love this. This is a great ass
this
question.
is a great question.
Yeah,
This is
I
a
think
great
it's
question.
And let me also say, so you know how you said, yo, you thought about whatever topic while you're taking a deuce.
Yeah.
I thought about this one before I was getting in the shower. Like you
It's
get those
weird.
thoughts
It's
while
so
like
weird.
you're doing
You guys
the
were in the
driving
same
machine.
bathroom, right?
No.
okay,
What's wrong with this
sure,
guy?
That's a crazy bathroom.
Yo.
What?
Hey, yo, I got an
smell
idea
it.
for a
Yeah, it's a good idea actually. I was thinking about this.
flush.
Don't flush.
The hot water.
Don't flush. Okay, who
Yeah.
you picking?
Yeah, lyrics. I think.
Evan's good though. I think Evan's great.
I think he's in ways like overlooked, even though he's not. I think in ways he doesn't get the respect that he should get.
I think you got more than enough.
You think so?
I think so.
I
I,
feel
hear
like-
a lot of people going off on that.
I feel like the issue that this generation has with M is just like, yo, sometimes you don't have to prove to us you're one of the greatest because we know you're one of the greatest. Just go out and just just do what you do.
It's so tough because
Yeah.
like lyrically too, like you have, like you said, Lil Wayne and JC. They all like at that era, like back then, there's so many.
The
Me and
F.
Cons,
The F.
Yeah.
We said it before, but this man in multiple tracks took the letter F and just
Right?
remixed it so many
Yo,
times.
yo,
Forensics,
I was-
that, food.
Yo,
What?
I know what's funny.
Yeah.
My niece has her first day in JK on Friday, right? She's gonna go. If Lil Wayne was there to do the alphabet,
Hey, yeah, wrap it off.
even though it would be kind of crazy, but yeah.
be
So, so Dan, who you going with?
Yeah, pick one.
This is good.
I was hoping you're gonna go around again and forget.
No.
No,
Shit.
'cause
I'll just stick with Eminem.
Okay.
But yeah, just for your
Mac,
listeners.
quick.
I got more.
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. Okay,
Jeez.
I'm at it. And I'm at it. Okay, so then after we have hook, so hook chorus.
This one was a tough one for me. Because I wanted to. Fuck. I'm gonna have to go for when it comes to the hook. Johnny, I'll call you back. I'm gonna have to go with Drake. I'm gonna go with Drake.
Okay.
Reason why I want to go with Drake, because I feel like Drake's good. And this is the problem I have. Drake's good at doing a lot of different things when it comes to when he's dropping music. He's good.
He's a hook
He's
god.
good.
No, he's a
good.
Hook, he's a hook god.
He's on that.
Yeah.
He's on that. That's all I want to say. He's on that.
Does he write for himself?
Nah, he's a ghostwriter. I'm pretty sure he does a little bit of writing for himself, but I feel like
yeah.
the ghostwriter.
Man,
doesn't
then,
work for him.
so then if he has a ghostwriter, then I guess the delivery part is up to him. Right?
Exactly.
So it's kind of like
He's
you
the
can say the words, but how you say it makes the hook.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Got it.
100%.
So for my hook abilities, I would just say the Migos. I'm just going as them as a collective. I got to get my favorite, one of my top 3 favorite groups in there.
100%.
So their hook ability, I would go with them.
I'm not shaking my head too. I'm just trying to figure out who I'm going to pick next. I'm like, you guys, like,
Migos.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
for me, hook, Jeezy.
G-Easy, man. Sticking with this.
I'm gonna stick it with a white boy.
Yeah, what's wrong with Matt, bro? All right. Okay, that's fine,
okay.
Matt.
It's okay. They're part of hip hop.
I'm fucking it.
Yeah, Dane.
Damn it, guys. Yeah. I want to say Biggie.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like I
Not mad at it at all.
and I don't. His music to me was more fun. Once again, like it's like if you go to a club, you know the hooks. It's banger.
Yeah.
Bang. I don't know if Diddy had much to do with that, or if it was more like once again Biggie.
classics.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Biggie, and it's not. I know it's a kind of stereotypical answer, but
No.
it's there
I
for a
don't think
reason.
so.
I don't
It's
even
there
think
for a reason.
I don't even think this question is a stereotypical question
I don't
just
think so
because
either.
it's such a like dynamic and different like categories of just things we talk about. So
100%.
I'm not mad at Biggie at all.
No.
Okay, so wait, so melodies. Who do you?
Chris Brown.
Yes, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Oh, that's okay.
Yes, it is.
Nah, that's good. That's
Bang.
good. That's good. I like.
My guy gets in his
You
bag.
can definitely do that.
Mona Lisa? Ew.
You can say Chris
Blow
Brown
the
for
shit, bro.
melodies, yeah.
Come on.
Because Chris Brown is easily accepted into the hip hop and R&B,
Yep.
just music
He in
and
that.
music in general. Just
He in that, bro.
okay. I'm
Big
mad
shout out
at
to Chris
that.
Brown. Come on now.
Melodies. I'm gonna use the safe answer, and I'm gonna use my Drake card.
You use his Drake
I'm gonna
card.
use my Drake card for the melodies because
Already used mine.
think about it. When man started singing, people would roast him. When he said he was gonna go to singing classes, people were roasting him. I don't think we're roasting him now.
Marvin's Room?
Holy shit!
What?
Trust issues.
Boy. Pussy boy.
Yeah. So
Wet up.
Yeah. I got Drake for melodies. Matt, who you gonna say for melodies? Huh?
What
Matt
white guy?
Harlow?
What other what? Oh, don't do that.
Vanilla Ice. No, I'm
Machine
playing.
Gun Kelly.
She gonna
No,
Kelly
no,
nice.
no,
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 that's
no,
my
no.
guy. Don't do that.
No, melodies.
Yeah. You gonna use your Drake card too?
No.
We should have done it where if you already used that one, no one else could use it.
Oh,
I was thinking about that earlier.
I was thinking about that too. I was gonna ask, but I was like, no, what? No, you're gonna make it too hard for me.
No, I'm gonna have to go Kendrick for melodies. Yo, King Kunta. Oof.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I hear that.
different.
Yeah.
That's definitely different. I would go more Kendrick for lyrics than melodies, but I mean, whatever hits. Yeah, okay.
Touches. Oh man.
Dane.
Oh yeah,
good?
yeah.
You all right?
I was burping.
Oh.
Oh God, bubbles.
I'm going Ludacris.
Whoa. For
Jeez.
melodies.
In terms of flow, right? You're talking flow, right?
Yeah, okay, we could use that.
Okay. Yeah.
His flow is crazy. But you
It's-
see, I would have used him for lyrics too, but he's so creative.
He's very creative.
He's so creative.
That's another one I would use more
He's
lyrics
a
than.
fast
And I agree,
rapper, eh?
but this is the thing. But he's like,
The beats too.
he's just. It's like the lyric part got me because there's so many good ones. But Luda's
Yeah, that
flow,
screwed him up.
Yeah.
Luda's
Yeah.
flow is good too. But I don't know. It's hard. Like it's that.
Luda's one of those aliens, and he's super underrated because listening back in the days,
But he had bangers, dude. Like he had banger
yeah.
after banger.
Oh,
but
yeah.
even his features, like his flow on like in Missy Elliott, was it Gossip Folks?
Yes.
I may have to run it.
Once upon a time, what is it? Once upon a time in College Park, and
Yeah.
yeah, like his flow is
It's
so
just on it, bro. He was
you know,
on it. He was on top of it.
Yeah, when he was on, he was on. So
Gossip folks, yeah.
you play it?
Holy.
You play it? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. No. We're not getting copyright.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, we've been doing good.
Yeah.
We've been doing good.
But that one is one of those ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, he's the first one that came to mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do melodies.
Not the only
slash
one,
flows
but
for that
the
one.
first one that came to mind. Yeah.
Okay, and this is the toughest one.
I don't know if I'll be able to.
Delivery.
Fuck, I don't even know.
Delivery
if I
slash
can say it.
impact. Cards. Who you got for delivery slash impact?
This is gonna be so bad. You're using a while on me just now.
It's okay.
21 Savage.
What? Cards. Cards. There's so many rappers. There's so many rappers.
But the first, I went off the first.
Delivery slash impact cards. What are you talking about?
Are you talking about hip hop as a whole?
hip hop? But
As a whole.
as like just like if you're creating your perfect rapper, you're going. No offense, but it's too early for that cards. Come on, nah. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. I'm gonna answer the question.
You said it. The first person that popped in my mind was 21. I don't know why. I just said it.
I'm gonna answer this one, right? Damn cards. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell you. My
I know.
bad, y'all.
Why do you think I said you're a while out?
Sorry. My answer for this one, and Dane, I was gonna say this before you even said them. NWA, yo. NWA had to go against some
Yeah.
shit.
That was exactly what I was gonna say
still
next.
That's a fact.
Went everywhere. Like,
It's because of them parental advisory exists on CDs.
dog,
right?
that's what I'm
Yo.
saying.
Yeah.
So the impact is like, it's still a thing.
Yep.
Right? Like, dog, it was literally them versus LAPD.
Yep.
What the fuck?
No, that was them versus the whole music industry for that matter.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot going into that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. Like, I would say in terms of impact, there's that.
Dog.
I mean, if I were to give like another shout out to other rap, like LL Cool J was big too.
There we go. Yep.
If you look at different eras, like who did what, like Eminem was big for impact, like because
Oh, of
he wasn't
course.
allowed. I think his first tour wasn't even allowed here.
You had to go outside. of
They
the
wouldn't allow
States.
him to cross the
Jeez.
border. His first tour in Canada, right? They wouldn't allow him. So
okay.
it was a
True.
big deal for him. And I think
Damn.
because he brought in, I don't want to say it like this, but like a whole different audience. Let's put it that way,
Definitely.
right?
Definitely.
So that changed the landscape a lot. 50 changed the landscape a lot too.
For sure.
Right.
Impact, yeah.
So
I was just gonna say 50, but okay.
well, your turn went right. I'm just making sure I didn't take your turn, right? I didn't.
No, you're good.
Okay, my bad. I don't want to step on the shoe.
No, you're good.
That's some bullshit. If you said future, even you said future, because
21 Savage, baby.
future,
Hey.
even like for the like,
Delivery and impact.
even for like the
He fucked your
newer,
bitch. Damn.
but even for like the newer listeners, like Future's impact on just trap is a thing,
Yeah,
and
it
like
is.
you've heard it either on the radio or at a club, and like I'm not mad at because like okay, so Dane, for my era, we say Lil Wayne is our GOAT,
100%.
right?
From your era?
Yeah, like
Okay.
like we know that Wayne is him, and
Wayne paved the way for a lot.
for a lot of the other rappers that we listen to, that's under like
Oh,
newer-
Drake was probably the biggest
That's
one, right?
That's one.
Nicki.
Yeah, Nicki for sure.
Whoa.
It's true, yeah, Nicki, that's right.
Right. So, but that's why when youngins would it's not a youngin talk, but
No. Youngin talk.
but when youngins say like, "Yo, we have Future as our GOAT," I'm not mad at that because Future went through.
Is he Migos
just-
guy? I don't know who that.
No.
Future. I know the name Future. Sorry, I just
Oh,
don't.
no. If you
You
don't,
You
know
know who
Future?
Super Future is? Holy!
No, can't say I do. I might know those like
Are
a
you,
song
are
or
you
two.
an 80s baby? No, no.
Yeah, I am, man.
You're a Keston then.
Shout
Yeah.
out to this.
80s babies.
Nah, Super Future, I got you.
Few.
Let me go with the
What would be
most-
like a song that I would most likely know? Like I get into stuff like newer stuff. Like your guy. Like would you count this?
Oh,
as
yeah,
your
he's
era
not bad
right
headphones.
now?
That's what I'm like, wait,
I got you,
here.
Dan.
Halloween. Taliban.
I don't know if you heard this one.
Taliban.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Heard this one.
Okay.
So that's Drake and
Would you put that up to the producer? Would you put it up to the producer or the rapper?
for what?
I find for me like a lot of it is like the beat. That's what kind of gets me in.
Oh,
like if
hell
there's
yeah.
a heart, like my brother clowns me all the time because like I get into like newer music. Well, it's not even really new. I'm gonna say a song right now. You guys are gonna laugh probably, but like Nonstop with Drake.
Okay.
It took me when I heard it, which was like probably, I know I've heard it before when it came out, but when I really got into it, I was just in that
wait to
moment.
hear this.
That was maybe like a few months ago.
I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, no, that's you're hearing it. Yeah,
Oh,
so,
that's the
so
take.
that's what I'm saying. It's just
Oh, it takes you a minute to
takes
get
me-
into tracks.
depending on what it is, right? Like depending on what
I
my
hear
mood
that.
Oh, he
is.
said he heard Nonstop though.
Before, I heard it. No, I heard it before, like when it came
Yeah,
out.
but he
Okay.
paid
But when I
attention to
really
it.
paid attention
Yeah.
to it,
Okay,
thank
got
you.
it,
I hear that.
And I was like, oh shit, this is cold. Like
That
this,
happens to me
this is
sometimes
cold.
too.
Like
It goes over my head sometimes, and DV will bring to my attention. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is a bang, and then I'll be on it for the whole week.
Yeah.
Because I
That's like-
needed,
that's my track
it.
of the week.
Yeah, I needed like that moment when I'm listening to that track. It was I was willing to accept that kind of music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
hear
now. With certain music nowadays, what my thing is just like I find a lot of it that I've heard very depressing. Like at least it's very like
Music has changed
Yeah.
so much from what I know, from what my brother was showing me back when I was young, like with Lil Wayne Ransom and Amelia and all that stuff, and moving our way to what we're hearing now, like for example, like Sexy Red, my booty brown, my pussy pink, like all that bullshit. It's like
well,
what?
this is the
Kyle,
thing,
stop
right?
telling us about yourself.
Yo, why you gotta do him like that for?
Like how did we get to this?
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
thing. How did we get
Yeah.
from here to here?
But you know what? For me, that's the beautiful thing about hip hop. It allows people to come in, try it out, and if it works, it works.
works. If it doesn't,
if it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's why when we were having our talks about like Eminem, like he actually had to go through some bullshit too because nobody. Like, come on, like this is hip hop, yo. Back in the day, nobody's looking at this white boy like he's
They're not taking him seriously.
this is one of the
They're-
greatest
they're
rappers ever to
100%.
live.
I don't care what anybody says. That guy is
This guy's an
earned his
alien.
stripes, for
He's
sure.
part of the alien group.
Yeah.
He's good.
I
I
have a-
don't like accepting.
Yeah.
I have a select group of rappers that's part of the alien group. He's definitely one of them. So,
But it's just weird though. Like to your point, like it's like somebody drew this comparison last year when there was a big outrage on that Christmas song, "Baby It's Cold Outside." Right.
Oh my
You know, I really
gosh, that was
can't stay.
stupid.
Baby, it's cold. But the end, wet ass pussy was like the biggest, like the big track. You know, so it's like, okay, well, what are we doing right now?
Pussy
right?
pink, my booty on. Like what the hell? How did this woman get?
Cause chill, I think we got it.
Cause my ass is fat
Yo, you're.
and my trap is fat. Put my ring up
Oh my gosh.
and my pussy's pink. Like how did we get to this? That's my point, bro. It's craziness.
I love it.
You hear the?
You
have
hate it, I
seen-
love it.
Have you guys seen the stories of like teachers trying to get their kids' attention?
Oh yeah, I
They're
saw that.
hollering out at them, and they
she
respond. And
said-
it's just like
yeah.
I'm just like, this is getting out of hand. This is actually getting out of hand. I'm
So-
seeing more of them pop up,
Yes.
more and more. So it's crazy.
She used a lyric to explain to listeners. She used a lyric to get her students' attention, and it worked.
No, yeah, 100% it works. It's just the
what's
fact
wrong
that
with it?
she brought that to work, and it's like yes, it worked. No, I'm not mad at it works. It's just the fact that like someone used it. Like
She didn't say what you
no,
were
no,
saying.
she didn't say all that. But it was
That's
clean. It was
my
clean.
next question. Was
It's clean.
like, I was wondering.
Wait, why are you telling us about? Wait, what? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Pussy big, my booty.
Yo, cards. Okay, yo, do the Mustang. Do the Mustang.
Do you think that like rappers today, generally speaking, so if you group like modern rappers now compared to, say the '90s or something, they can go toe to toe. What's your answer? The answer is no. The answer is definitely not.
What?
Like it's like you
I
have.
feel like if you,
You bring your
like,
5, I bring my 5. Hell yeah. We
You
can
think
hang.
so?
Hell yeah.
You
bring
think so?
man's like
Dog.
Rick Ross, you bring man's like.
But Rick Ross,
Frenchie,
you're talking Rick Ross is more. Or I'm talking back. Okay, so we're talking Rick Ross is what 2000s,
So what would be an example of your
90s,
top
2000s,
top
maybe
3?
90s, early 2000s. Oh, top three.
Top 3 that you'd bring to the table
Yeah,
to
top
fight.
3 you would bring, because
If I want to lyrically destroy somebody in a humiliating way, I think Eminem is definitely in there first, or not first, but he's definitely in there
Okay.
because he has no filter when it comes to
Baby, and the F is for forensics. Okay. Would you bring Weezy into it too?
yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
who would be your third?
For just to destroy somebody lyrically.
Yeah.
That's hard, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
And the reason
fine.
why it's hard
We'll do-
because there's
let's do
so
two
many.
then.
Because
Let's
there's
do
so
two.
many. There's so many.
So
Like
pick one. Just pick.
I can't.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
I can't.
What 3
So-
modern
right.
would you bring to the
so,
table?
So you can pick Nas.
Nas.
And Nas. See, and this
I
is
toss it between Nas and
this
Jay-Z. I don't know.
And this is like
Ooh, you see, I don't know.
Okay.
That's the thing. You can't just pick 3. It's like, this is not in order.
I just did 3 to,
No,
to
no,
narrow
but
it
it's-
down.
yeah,
This is not in order. This is just like
Who'd you bring to the table?
I'm looking at this
like
just
calling up Avengers right now.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
everybody. It's like
Who's
that's a
showing up?
long list.
Okay.
that's a very long.
We'll go with
list.
those 3, 4.
Okay,
Even female
So
artists.
my three is the same 3 that has been carrying and continuing this art form. I'm calling Drake. I'm
Mm-hmm.
calling Kendrick. I'm calling Cole.
Yeah, and
What
those
are you talking
those
about?
Are very,
They're
those are very good.
Yo,
But you think
and this is why I don't like this question because Wayne is my GOAT.
Right.
So the fact that you get to pull him and I listen to Nas right now, like Nas.
Well, you
has-
see the fact that I get to pull it. I pull
yeah,
it.
like you're
but
pulling.
you were still in my
You got-
era.
yeah.
You're still in my
But you're
Yeah.
pulling artists that
He's
I
Young
li-
Money era. Like that was like
Young Money Million.
yeah, exactly. That was a Millie. Like you mentioned a Million Lollipop
Papa
and like,
Dan,
yo, like that man,
Nigerian.
like exactly.
How was like that in like the clubs and stuff?
Oh, dog. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The
Carter 3?
You go to the
Carter
yes,
3?
that's what I'm saying.
Don't get me started. I got a T-shirt with it.
Like
Shout out Keston.
when you went to the club, you're getting banger after like 50 Cent.
bro.
What had club bangers, right? You have, they're
Forever.
playing Snoop, they're playing Biggie, they're playing you name it. they're, like,
Forever?
yeah, so many songs.
I'm not shitting on this era now because this era now gets a lit.
And it's not to shit on it. It's more of like,
Because this is the
where
shit
is
that's
it
continuing.
going?
It's continuing.
What direction is it going in?
But the fact that it's
Yeah.
continuing in such a like again, I'm off this after this time, but
Yeah.
the same 3 keeps getting brought into question, and like people keep talking about there's beef between Drake and Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know Cole works with everybody and is like friends with everybody, so I already like to have beef with Cole is weird. Anyways, but it's still a thing. So I feel like the fact that they are able to continue it and also help the younger artists. There's bare like younger artists that look up to these guys, and the fact that they like most of them, maybe not Kendrick, but Drake and Cole are so accessible to them.
Hundreds.
It's blessed. Like this is what it has to be because like Nas and Jay understood that probably a little bit later on in their careers. Like, no, we gotta help these young guys catch up to us and keep the money within this realm, right?
Yeah, and at the time too, like where was hip hop at that time? It was just blooming in the sense of like, when you have like KRS-One and Rakim and those guys, like, and I can't really speak on that because it's before me, but like they really like they had because they were just like laying one brick kind of thing, right? And then you had in the 90s and stuff like that, or, it's just like brick after brick. And they started building hip hop to give you that platform where Drake and these guys can stand up on it now and do whatever they want to do.
They build the base for these guys.
I just think the growth happened a lot in like the 90s to 2000, early 2000s. And because it was like,
100%.
And the thing is that,
Technology also helped in a way as well.
but the thing, I think it did and it didn't. in ways. And I think because when something comes so accessible to you, like, and I don't know what it's like to put a record out. I'm just speaking off of like, okay, here I am on the receiving end of it, going to that store. Is that album? Let me flip through. Was it Music World or wherever? HMV. Let me flip through. Is that Jay-Z album in? Oh shit, it's not. It's all sold out. And it's that supply and demand thing. You're like, oh my god. And so when they're putting out an album, they're putting out something that they sat in the studio. And I'm not saying Drake doesn't do that. I'm not saying Kendrick and these guys. I do not know. I cannot speak for that. However, what I am saying is that these guys are in the studio grinding out until they get it right and until they put something out, and they'll know because their record sales suck. And if the tracks on that album suck, the record sales suck, it affects their pocket, this, that, the other. Now it's like you put out a single, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody gets to, you know what I mean? Like it's so accessible, and which is a good thing, but there's, I think, a double-edged sword.
That middle ground was LimeWire. Did you use LimeWire back in the day?
Maybe. I might have. I don't know.
Guys, no, but I don't even
get that bill.
I never even tried. What is LimeWire?
I heard about it. I heard about it. I was asking if you used it.
These are just things that I read about, and and it's, you know,
I wish I knew about that.
It's one of those things you come home and you're like, you want that track because you want it for your MP3, because even that technology that changed.
Exactly.
Dog,
you got an MP3 player, you're bumping. You were a top man.
I had a CD player, and it was like you put on your, you know,
the screen was this big. The screen was this big on my MP3 player, fam. This is mod, bro.
Before that, you had a CD player, and you're walking with CDs in your school bag. Yeah. And as I'm walking to get to the school bus, I'm like, all right, I'm done listening to this album. Let me flip another CD in it. Oh damn, a CD scratch. Shit.
Blow on it. Pause.
You know, so there's a suffering part of it that
easy, bro.
And that's why it's better now.
Yeah, now we pay $11 a month to hear tracks. Back in the day, you pay $1. You're like, oh, great, I have one track. It's mod now.
It's better now.
It's mod now.
I'm saying it's better now. I can listen to all this.
But
music.
how long does it last?
Hey, Spotify's went up, eh?
No. But like these tracks,
What do you mean?
So okay, is it somebody like okay, say Biggie's tracks. They last generations. Let's just say we'll call it generations because we're ready.
I understand where you're going.
Right? How long are some? I'm not saying Drake. I'm not specifying but a modern artist that puts out a single. Okay, say Wet Ass Pussy. Okay, that was on the top charts, right? We'll call, say, Hypnotize Biggie top chart.
How did that song go again? I forgot.
Hypnotize?
No, Wet Ass Pussy. I forgot how it went.
You want me to make him sing it? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, you're not.
I thought he's legit trying to do.
it.
I ain't doing all that noise. You better just pull it up on your phone.
Y'all can pull it up at home.
You thought I was gonna do that bullshit.
It's okay.
My example. But go ahead. Yeah,
but it's like these are two like songs that hit the top charts. But which one lasts the longest in terms of like? And I know they're not comparable in the sense of.
I feel like in the way, yes, you're right. But I feel like nowadays, because there's so many more artists and so much more music to listen to, I feel like when, for example, if DB were to drop a track, I think, and it's a banger, don't give him like, for example, like Fuck You Mean.
It would be.
100%. I say give him a month and a half, and his shit's gonna get tossed to number 3 because something else is gonna come. Because there's so many more people having access to make music and drop their own.
But is it gonna be played 10 years from now? Is it gonna be played 20 years from now?
I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so. Compared to, because do you know why though?
Right.
There's a story behind everything that happened with that. There's a movie. There's everything when it comes to like Biggie and so forth. So I feel like it's gonna be hard to compare that to someone who's just dropping straight bangers.
So we'll put Biggie
like
aside.
The story behind him is just insane, and it's gonna forever be told.
Okay, look at Michael Jackson.
Another legend.
Right. Look at right. So you're gonna look at I don't know. And like you guys kind of grew up listening to this kind of stuff here, but my mom did. My mom's like so Bee Gees, ABBA, that kind of stuff. Why does that music last so long? And it's because I think in certain ways it's pure. Like you're sitting in a studio with an actual instrument trying to get something right. So you have these ingredients and you're trying to make the best meal out of it. Right. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm asking the question. I'm just, I'm not even stating anything really, but I'm asking.
Just Hold On, We're Going Home is going to be a track played for the rest.
It's a great song.
Of our lives. Let's get back into the whole cars thing. I mean,
yes,
we got two car mans in this bitch. Actually, Johnny's here too now, and Keston kinda, right?
Yes.
So,
car guy till I die. We had that button.
I mean, gunshots, man.
Pops, you can give me every single exhaust ticket. I'm still gonna pay it. I'll still have my damn exhaust on.
speaking about tickets and stuff, so there's a whole video of York police posting the TikTok video of them catching dude in the BMW, right?
Call Mr. Blue.
Mr. Blue. We're calling Mr. Okay. So, what are your thoughts on just Mr. Blue pretty much promoting that, yo, I won't get booked by the cops by doing all this shit, going probably.
Stunt driving.
How fast? I don't even know how
Up
fast.
in the 150s on a 100 zone, which is stunt driving. Highway pulls, street racing.
Try flexing it. No plate, no case.
Yep. But guess what? They can just track you, buddy.
Actually,
How'd they find him? Do you know?
So
know.
one, they found him through his plates because he
His
had
Instagram page, probably.
custom plates as well. And the thing is, too, someone took. That's the stupid thing.
okay.
That's the stupid thing.
I have something to say on that just now.
Yeah.
When I bought my Evo, I told the guy, yo, I want custom plates. The guy talked me out of it. And so to my dad, he's like, don't let him get custom plates. And
That's
I'm
a
like,
West
why
Indian thing,
not?
eh?
Why not? I want KCL 123. What the fuck you mean? No. So Loki, he talked me up because like, yo,
Thank God
you
you didn't do that.
you can get tracked easier. It's all easier to be found. And so far, I was like, you might be right. And looking at that video and seeing how he got caught,
And also, even if it's custom, I really don't know who doesn't know this, but even if it's custom, it goes into a system.
it does, regardless. And it's easier to remember when it's something easy
I
as
don't know who needs to know that.
as
but-
Smurf. When it's CWWW123 or something hard, it's not, everyone's not gonna remember that. But if it's a name like Bob or GTR or Flame,
That's
it's like,
tough.
yo, you're gonna get caught slipping.
That's tough. I hope they learn their lesson and just enjoy cars more because even being a car like we had so Dane,
It's
we
tough.
had someone with a gun license come in last episode and pretty much just explain that like it is a blessing to be a part of this community just because of the fact that like we keep everything so close knit and stuff. I feel like even like with the car community, like we want things to go good and
not.
there's challenges when it comes to the sounds of exhaust and all that bullshit, right? But by doing this, it doesn't help the car community because
doesn't. It's
now
not-
people are gonna look at all car people as bad people, and it's just because one person is fucking it up.
Well,
Exactly.
how many times have stereotypes literally
the world, yeah,
right?
the world, yeah.
So it's as a car guy, I just
Sucks, man.
it's
Sucks.
just one of those things that for me, well, look at it as a car guy, but I'm also a parent, so
Yeah.
you look at life a little bit different.
They smoking this shit, yeah. Yeah, I'm also
Before you say what you're gonna say, I'm gonna ask you this so you
Yeah.
can incorporate it in your answer. What do you think? And if you don't know about it, you can let me know. What do you think about Project Erase?
Okay, walk me through that.
Project Erase is basically the cops' way of they want to get rid of all the takeovers, which I agree with.
I agree with
Street
that.
racing, 100%.
Yeah,
They want to get rid of all cars that are modified.
that I don't agree with.
So there you
because
go.
their cars are modified.
That's crazy.
So there you go. So my thing is
Yeah.
like, what do you
That's
think of that as you answer the?
There needs
answer
to
the
be
question as well?
there needs to be an understanding. You can modify a car when you buy it brand new, right? You can modify the car. You can change the rims. You can change
Yeah.
the brake package. You can change the suspension. You can whatever, the aesthetics on it. You can modify that. It's what you do with it. So the takeover thing. Let's start with that. I don't agree with. Like, there's something about going to a car meet and just you want to appreciate the other cars and things like that.
Chill.
I don't care to see you do a donut in the middle of the street.
don't care.
Enough people have been hit.
A lot of people have been hit.
And they
People,
still
not
don't
just the
understand.
cars, people.
These kids
People.
don't understand. It's like that's your life. They've been run over on top of that too.
Oh,
It's
I've
like
seen
hit
videos,
and run
yeah.
over.
I'll put some
that
videos up.
that one man's pants came off too.
Yeah,
Oh my-
his
Didn't it?
leg got ran
Yeah.
over.
Right?
One man got hit so hard, there's a dent in the car. The car's totaled.
Yeah. All because you're
car got totaled.
all
Holy
because
shit.
you're recording. You want to get there
you
and get that one shot.
You want to
like,
get your high five
I
on
don't
the back of the
care.
car. It's like, yo, these takeovers
not
are
worth it.
Yeah.
ruining the car scene right now.
Now, mind you, back in my day, it was you meet up at a certain spot. It was a chill. I'm not gonna
Tim
say,
Hortons.
I'm not gonna
I
be
mean, go to the local Tim Hortons. I mean,
Sobeys Plaza, here.
Yeah.
I'm
Find
not
a
gonna,
Wendy's.
I'm not gonna say that
Krispy
shit didn't
Kreme?
happen, but it was just afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
yes, were there street races? Yes.
Yes.
And when you're, you go to the location, whatever else. But during the meets, at least that portion of it,
Clean.
Yeah, you have a guy coming in, he'll rev the car a little bit, and if it's legitimately like, if it's all motor and
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever,
nice.
and it's like I want to hear that.
Those
I
when
wanna
that
see
annoying
what's coming
person just
in.
keeps going around and around and around. It's like, yo, you're ruining it for all of us.
Facts.
Like, I don't care about your crackle tune. I don't
Exactly.
care about that. Like,
I don't care about your flame tune.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that to me. I find it very. It's just why bother? And it's attention, right?
It is.
The name of the game is attention. Like, look at me, right? So that aside, like the street racing part, I say, I'm not saying that these things don't happen. They are
does
going to happen. Take it on the track. At the end of the day, that's the answer that I have to give, which is take it on the track, and because it's pretty greedy and selfish to take somebody else's life.
It's 100%.
They're just trying to get, it's not even a, so this experience that I had, and I don't want to segue too far from this. It has nothing to do really do with car modification and things like that, but it just kind of came to mind. But I experienced something. So when I was in Saga, I lived in Saga, around Cawthron and Bloor. Right. So one time I was going to the gym. Yeah, you know where Applewood is?
Yes.
Yeah, the high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
By the barbershop.
Yeah.
I was there today.
So I was I was driving down the road. It was like years ago. I was changing music on my car, and I had steel green light. So I'm like, okay, looking up, steel green, and right when I get to the intersection, a woman she went north on the southbound lane. So she hopped the curb, went north on the southbound lane, hit a guy at a light. And I saw the cars like fly up. Long story short, the guy she hit died. So I was there. I saw like it was just, I don't want to get into detail of it, but
Wow.
The story behind it is the guy went to the store and he was on the way back home.
Always those
And
ones.
then he forgot something, so he turned back to go to the store again, and on his way back again, that's when he lost his life, right? So it's shit like that. Like, you have people with families
I gotta
that,
think about that.
that are on the road that don't,
Not involved.
they're going from point A to point B.
That's all they want to do. And that's what the streets are used for.
Yeah.
And what I wanted
Yeah.
to touch on and ask you was
Yeah.
just a little bit of a segue is, don't you think we need a track a little bit closer? The closest track to us right now from where I live is an hour and 30 minutes away.
Well, you got to look at bylaws. You got to look at noise pollution, things like
100%.
that, right?
No, that's still
But I
crazy.
feel like if we were to put a track somewhere, and we have a lot of land, if you really think about it, if we really look at it, we have a lot of land around us. We can figure it out because I
Hour
think
and
it
30
would
is
cut
crazy.
down. We can cut down a lot of the takeovers because we can do a little $1 entry.
I don't think the takeovers have anything to do with tracks. I think that has, like, I can cuss on this kind of, right?
Yeah, go ahead,
I'm like,
go
all right.
ahead. Go.
People drive an hour for pussy,
That pussy got power.
right?
Pussy
Okay.
got power.
Okay, you're making a point.
So it's just that, driving an hour, you're driving. It's not like you're walking it. You're in your comfortable car, whatever the
Yeah.
deal is. You drive to the track and just go there. The takeover thing has nothing to do, in my opinion, with
Not having a track
with
closer.
the track closer. And that has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
It has everything to do with attention. It has everything to do with look at me, look at me, look at me.
I hear that.
Right? Let me do
do hear that.
donuts. Like, because everybody's filming. If nobody was filming, would they do it?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
If like, why pick an intersection? A middle of an intersection.
It is true.
Let me block up the road for a second. And, it's all attention. And that's the name of the game today, I think, in just society. It's like all attention. Look at these Instagram models and everything.
It's all with attention.
It's all
I hear
attention,
that.
you know?
I hear
So,
that.
yeah, that's just my stance on it. Like, you would drive to a track if it really meant, like, because the donuts have nothing to do with racing. It has nothing to do with being on a track. It has nothing
Yeah.
to do with anything like that. But let me do a donut.
That's my one.
I
go ahead.
personally feel like this is me just thinking, trying to figure out ways of like trying to cut down this stuff. I feel like if we were given a skid pad or a way to get people just to come to, I think it might cut down a little bit when
It's
it
a
comes
skip
to it.
pad called.
A skid pad is basically just a piece of land, piece of asphalt, for people just to do whatever they want to do on it. And people can still watch and entertain it, but it won't be taken out of the context of, hey, it's in the middle of the road. Let's bring it to a private area where it's a little bit more safe.
Would people drive, the spectators, would they drive all the way to see somebody do a donut? The answer is no.
I think so because
You
people.
think so?
I think so because people drive to go to car shows. People drive to go see certain things. So I feel like if we give people an opportunity, like 3 times a week at a certain time at a certain place, to just get it out of their system, it's worth a try.
How much of a car enthusiast do you think a person would have to be to say, you know what, let me go take time out of my day to go watch a guy spin around? versus let me see, okay, if I went to the track to see two cars go head to head and see who's the fastest or see who's most nimble around the circuit. Like there's a difference there with like versus without the cameras, without everything, just, without the spectators. Like two guys can roll up at a line. Like, or okay, if you want to talk street racing, two people can kind of go at it on a highway. Two people, right? And they can just say, okay, well, we want to see between the two of us who's the fastest.
Yeah.
Right? So that they don't need a crowd for that. This whole donut thing, like in the middle of an intersection, only exists because there's other people encouraging that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I hear you.
It's just my opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
So
I just think, once again, it's all attention. Everything nowadays is built off attention, built off of what, oh, let me record this. And it's crazy because the people that are recording are the same people that are baiting you out.
That's facts, because they're getting your license plate on that shit.
Right? It's like, look at this guy. They might be posting it for whatever the reasons are. Maybe it gets them a little bit of views,
100%.
especially when something goes wrong.
Especially when someone gets hit.
Like if everything goes great, it doesn't, like, nobody cares. Like if it's name it, Charger, a Challenger, a Mustang, or whatever. Like,
I hear that.
It doesn't make any, it doesn't make waves. But when you have, this Mustang just hit, this one guy and pull his pants down at the same time, it's like,
viral.
it's
going viral.
And then it's just, what does everybody say? They don't say, yo, that's so sick. They say, yo, what an idiot.
What up, being? So
right?
No, like our Keston, relax. You're fine. It's yo. Oh my goodness! I just heard it. The whole weekend.
I was gonna say, and the clapping. Yeah, some noisy shit across my ears.
All right, yo. Okay.
If you haven't already, go buy a wanted sign. Come on now. It lights up.
Especially just after we're talking about
website coming soon. Let's get it.
Yeah.
I'll show you the video after. The video's fire.
Yeah.
Actually,
boy.
God, you could put some of the video.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm the editor, buddy. Don't worry. I was surprised at that bullshit.
Don't put the whole thing. Don't put the whole thing. All right, so our last topic of this episode is going to be, if you were able to have one feeling for the rest of your life, what feeling would that be? And I told the guys specifically, I don't hear none of that mad, sad, happy bullshit. You just talk about just whatever expression, whatever one you would want to feel for the rest of your life. Which one would it be?
Post-nut clarity.
I'm so bad. We didn't say like, Dean, go ahead. Say yours. Go ahead. No, sorry. No.
Don't you think the clearest right after that, though? It's
No,
like
I
that
want to
moment.
fucking sleep after I bust a nut.
But it's that moment of this clear, like, thinking, right? You're like, oh my God, like, I need to get my life straight. I need to.
Fab, I'm worried.
I got my taxes to do. I got this. No,
There's no way after busting a nut. It's more. It's more like, yo, I'm ready to go to my bed.
I can think clearly now.
Post-nut clarity is mom. Matt wouldn't understand because Matt doesn't bust no nuts.
Oh, why you gotta pick up Matt? What Matt do?
Why does everyone say that?
Everybody picks on me because I'm different. That's why.
DV.
If I could remember the question, that'd be great.
See why we pick on Matt? Because he doesn't press record. He doesn't remember the damn question. It's like he's not involved in the podcast.
If you had to have one feeling for the rest of your life, so you can't feel anything else but that.
Yes.
What would it be?
Yeah.
You can't say mad, happy, or sad.
And think about it, right? But that post-nut clarity thing would have me I would probably faint inevitably.
Yeah, I think I'd wake up because I'm so lightheaded.
It's just so lightheaded. Yeah, like again.
But it's like, how many times does it happen?
I wouldn't
daily.
I can't feel. I can't feel.
So if I'm feeling that already, post-nut clarity already. So when I do bust a nut, how do I feel? I just knock out. I'm done. Like it's GG.
I'm joking about that, obviously. But
show this back, because you're asking me specifically. If I'm answering, I'm saying proud. I want to just feel proud about just whatever thing that I've been investing in time and just energy and money into.
I hear that.
Whatever that is for the rest of my life, I just want to feel proud. And
I hear that.
That could just take me in different places, different sectors in life, and also it can help with me just being antisocial. Because it's me being proud, I may want to even talk about and flex on these. Sorry.
Keep you focused.
But yeah, like, I mean, that's...
Golly, yeah. I was going to say, it's going to keep you focused as well, too, because you're so proud of what you have and what you've been doing to keep you working. So I hear that.
And that too, yeah.
I was going to say excited. that exciting feeling, just knowing like every single day something exciting's gonna happen. Like,
Okay.
I feel like when I do start working for myself, I think I'm gonna have that feeling more because I'm gonna be doing stuff I love to do every day. I'm gonna wake up and be able to edit videos that I'm in with what we're doing. I'm gonna have that opportunity to work on my car more. All the things I love to. So yeah, excitement for sure.
Okay.
100%.
I don't know if I should toss this to Dane or if he's gonna
Toss
keep.
it to Matt and let Dane think a little bit.
Yeah, because Dane,
He's
Dane's
looking
just
around.
like after post-nut clarity.
Oh shit! I got nothing else.
Do I talk about the after shift feel? That after shift feel don't feel nice. So it's just
Empty. I
like,
feel light as hell.
Maybe if I had some post-nut clarity right now, I had the answer to that question.
and again, shout out Dave for it. I mean, cancel out. Real one. Matt, what's that one feeling that you would just want to feel for the rest of your life?
Guy, motherfucker says happy, I'm gonna slap him.
Yeah, I know.
Swear to my life.
Fulfillment.
Okay. Fulfillment.
And it's not in that way,
So you got
Cordell.
proud. What'd you get?
Yeah,
You got-
come on. No, cause
Excited.
You got
Get
excited,
your head
proud.
out of the clouds. No. So
You wanna
fulfillment.
feel what now?
Fulfillment. Like
Yeah, I
you feel
know.
like you're on your purpose. Like you feel like that everything that you do, it's work. You're working towards something. You're doing what you're meant to do in this universe, kind of thing.
100%.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
hear
I mean?
that.
Like there's so many things that we do on a daily basis that are just
Feel
like
useless.
exactly that
stupid.
we don't feel like it's going.
I went to
towards
work.
anything.
Cause I was literally thinking the same thing. Like you spent
8 hours of
all
this
those-
bullshit and I made $250?
So let me and
That's not how much I make in a day. For the people watching, want to know how much money I make. That's not how much I
I was
make.
literally just gonna say.
I see y'all. Stop it.
Good thing you're the editor. You can beat that.
8.5.
I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna put it in.
How many hours? I'm kidding.
This guy.
You're supposed to do quick math, not calculator math.
Nah, but on a real note though, I like fulfillment. I feel like that is what's gonna also keep you
Keeps it going.
Grounded.
and humble. Yeah, grounded and humble, yo. Like
Yeah, big time.
knowing that you did whatever you had to do, and to go back to the whole working thing, like, dog, I got the most work done at my dad's while I had no distraction.
Exactly.
And I just think like, yo, if I'm able to do this every day, I would be way further in whatever I'm working on right now, or
100%.
whatever we are working on right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I like
just-
that one.
It's knowing where to put yourself to get everything that you need to get done. I feel like when you surround it, like for example, my office used to be in my bedroom, and I feel like I didn't get enough work done in my bedroom because I was so close to my bed. So every single time I caught that little tiredness, I just go to my bed real quick. No, I separated the two because it's like, yo, when I'm down here, I'm working. I'm working, I'm getting stuff done. And when it's time to go to bed, I go to my room and I go to my bed.
I feel that.
That's time to relax. So
Yeah.
it's just knowing when to separate and where to work. So some people go to Starbucks to work sometimes, so I understand it.
I saw on Dane, yo. I saw
Yeah.
on Dane.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so post nut clarity wasn't the actual answer, but I got y'all with something. We'll hear it.
Enthusiasm or being enthusiastic. I think that
Okay.
because anything that I'm interested in doing, I need to be enthusiastic to give it the best that I can, right?
Oh yeah.
So
like that.
whether it's career, family, you
that.
name it, right?
I like that.
You know, so if
That's
you're
100.
yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
think,
I like that.
you know, even to get to that post nut clarity, you know, you have to be enthusiastic about it.
If it's really gonna happen, fuck.
Yeah, no,
Holy
no.
shit.
No, on the-
Somebody's
on the real,
like,
yeah,
nope.
yeah.
We're not doing this tonight. I'm gonna pull a mat. Nope. You're not getting this.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but that enthusiasm, and then you get that fulfillment after, and you know, it's
And then you're
it's
excited.
and
And then after you're done, you feel proud about yourself.
there you go.
See how we tied everything in?
Full circle.
Circle,
man.
baby.
Yeah.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
Where else can you go other than
job,
round
guys.
table talk to get talks like this? Huh? And I know we forgot to say this in the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please and thank you.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like the video.
DV's looking at me. I didn't,
I want you to know.
I didn't do my job, so I got
I
no,
want you to
I
know
got no fulfillment.
we're also on Spotify, so go check us
Yeah.
out there. We have video on top of that as well. So go check that shit out.
And we're working, yo.
Let's get it, man.
working. Working.
I realized we forgot that. It's been like an hour and something, but let's get it.
Dane, thank you for popping out for this episode. This has been a great episode. I'm
I'm really happy because this is probably one of my favorite episodes because we're talking about cars.
we go.
Shit.
That's
Yeah.
true. Do you guys want to talk about the next Fast movie? Quick?
Yo, so apparently the next Fast movie,
Oh,
number
you took his
10,
headphones off for
shit.
this, too. All right, talk to
it's gonna
me.
be a Switch. I'm talking
Okay.
shit. Close the shit up, man. It's been a great episode. Thank you, Dave, for coming out. Thank you for talking cars with me. Matt, thank you for pressing record. Johnny, thank you for coming out. Keston,
Thanks,
you've
Johnny.
been great.
Yeah.
We love Johnny.
DV, great job with the transitions. You already know what it is. It's another episode of Roundtable Talk. Let's
Go
go.
subscribe,
Alright.
bitches. Bye.
That is terrible. Man is saying this at the last